Good morning and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 5 of Finding Your Voice, a whole new game, a whole new ball game. And I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit, but I want to talk about taking responsibility for things that are beyond your control. Um, I get silent when I feel um, like I've hurt someone or I've pushed someone too far um, by using my voice. Um, and I know I've kind of talked about this the other day, but I really think that finding that balance between um, speaking your truth and finding an unapologetic, authentic way to speak your truth without and sometimes it's inevitable you're going to hurt somebody, um, and that could be family, that could be friends, that could be children, that could be spouses, um, or partners, or you know acquaintances, whoever it is in your life. You can offend them because your truth and their truth don't mesh together. I'm thinking of when I was fighting for services for my daughter in school. And it was almost like we were speaking foreign languages to each other. You know, I was speaking my truth, saying, she needs help, she needs help, she needs help. And they were saying, she's fine, she's fine, she's fine. And, it's in your head, it's in your head, it's in your head. And um, we went like this, or at least I felt like we went like this. They probably thought it was just another day at the office, but I was like, no, this is a full on battle. So, and we're speaking different languages. And yeah, so I'm thinking back to when I was trying very hard to establish like social learning into the public school system, social skills learning. And they'd say, oh, well, we do this and we do it this way and we do it that way. And I wanted to do it a different way. And I would give them information. I would research every night, giving them information of what I felt like she needed. And there was just no mesh with the communication. There was no game going on that was working together. I mean, we were fighting each other, um, and it felt like I lost at the time because I did get very sick. I had some psychotic breaks, but now I look back at it and I feel like I won because I did not back down. I was not one of those parents that said, "Oh, okay, whatever you say." I fought back, and yes, I got sick from that. But I also feel really good about speaking my authentic truth and saying, not this time. You're not going to let this one fall through the cracks. No freaking way is this daughter of mine going to fall through the cracks. And it just kept getting worse and piled on and harder on me. And people around me at that time just kind of put their head in the sand and said, I see nothing. And so I stood alone. And that made me really strong today to say, yes, I have had my faults, I have had my losses, but I have this game that I'm playing now, this volleyball game, and I'm preparing for this another serve. Is it going to be an ace? Is it going to be where it throws them off their game? You know, we don't know. So you just do the best you can. You practice, practice, practice. You do all that you can to prepare yourself, and you let the chips fall where they may. And yeah, so I I hope that made sense. So yeah, I'm thinking back to a really bad time in my life when was I don't know if anybody else has ever had that, where you stand alone and you have an entire community looking down on you. Um, it's not a fun place to be, but it makes you so strong, so compassionate for someone else in that position. Um, yeah, it just makes me feel like I'm not the judge. I'm not the court appointed judge, because there's a bigger judge than a court appointed judge. There's a bigger judge that you have to be held accountable to. And that judge is going to be about truth, justice, and life. And we all are going to have to answer to that judge. So, all right. Sorry. Okay, the bottom card is justice. And I did not set that up. I honestly just picked that up. It was on the floor. So, all right. So the card for today that we have is the Six of Cups, which is like childhood memories. Um, yeah, maybe, oh, maybe I have to think back to my childhood and how I was stifled and how I was told that a good girl is a silent girl. A good girl stays in the corner when she's told. A good girl doesn't speak back to her parents. Yeah, I'm thinking back to that, and it's a good lesson to say, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak my truth. You can't tell me that I cannot speak my truth. You cannot tell me that I cannot use my voice. I'm going to use my voice. And if it hurts or makes you feel bad or gets you angry, that isn't something that I have to take responsibility for. I'm not going to take responsibility for your feelings anymore. So, all right, I hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.